everyone, it's Vicki from Messy Table Studio, and I have some things to catch you up on because I have not been doing videos lately. I have been very busy doing Artemat and some purging in the studio, so that's taken up time that got me distracted, and I completely forgot to do my usual Tuesday video, so here I am late. All right, so let's finish off things that happened in 2024. Yeah. All right, so I did not complete this whole project, but I wanted to show you that. Let me move this light. I don't know if that's any better. Probably not. Shoot. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's pitch dark outside. This was, I participated half-heartedly into, look at the shadows, into, oh goodness, doesn't matter what I do. Okay, sorry. Half-heartedly into Carve December. And I found a little book. I decided, well, you know, I don't really want to do a whole book. I mean, create a new book when I should use the stuff I've got already. That's what I'm trying to do in 2025, and not order as many things from Amazon or shop at big box craft stores as often. Now, I'm not going to, I thought, well, I'll do a new buy year, and then I bought a couple of things. So that ended that right there before I made it through the month of January. Anyway, so I did do Carve December, but my mission was to do two things. My first one was to use the round rubber that my niece gave me a couple years ago. I think there were 24 pieces, and I used, I think, all of them up, or I might have 2 or 3 left. Anyway, I tried to do as many of them as I could. Second thing is I like to put a sticker to hold the tissue paper together when it comes on the back of a project. Will that do it? Nope, it's the overhead light. I like to put a sticker on it and to hold the paper together. You know, when it comes together, I like to put the sticker in the middle to hold it together. So I decided to design stickers that were relevant to the package or the flower, the content of the package for Artemat. So this is what I did. I carved things that were pertinent to what I was doing for Artemat. I did box carrots, or what I call it, easy indoor gardening. And then there's what the sticker will look like. This one was lavender something. I can't remember what it was. And so then I did this. Now I would like to do a little more detail on this, but that's good enough for now. Then I had potted flowers. So here's a pot with flowers. I think I did a video on this in the beginning, and then I just kind of lost interest in doing videos. This is what it'll look like. Maybe not this crooked stripe here, but it'll be the flowers. This is a leaf that was inspired from an Pinterest post that I saw, and if I can remember the lady's name, I will try to remember to put the link down below in the description box. And then this is, I just colored it in to show what I was going to do with it. This is a replica of a gate's a word. And this is what it'll look like. And then there'll be other embellishments on it according to what it is that I put on the gate. Again, this is more flowers. I think these are tulips. I took a large pot stamp that I had and cut it down to a smaller one so it would fit on the page. And inside the, I have a 2-inch punch, so that'll fit within the 2-inch punch. And then that's what it'll look like. And then I'll do these all on sheets. Here's another one where I did books and plants on a shelf. And that's what the stamp, the sticker will look like. Here's another one that's a leaf. And then I just colored it in. This one is a lavender, although it doesn't quite look like that, but it's close enough for government work. And there we go. This is a heart. And then I could see I didn't have enough to do the whole month of December pages in here, so I just taped this on here, and that's what's behind it, is the general stamp. Here's a tulip, and then there's the stamp, and this is what it looks like when it's done in color. This one is supposed to be a hydrangea. That's what it looked like when I carved it. This is what the stamp's going to look like when it's done on stickers. Here is a plant, flower, and that's what it's going to look like when it's a sticker. Here's the outline of a flower, and this is what it's going to look like when it's a sticker. So that's basically what these all are. They're all based on what this carved item looks like and then what it might look like as a sticker. This is a rose that's a heart. And then, you know, it needs work, but I'm still working on stuff. Another leaf. And here's another flower. Okay, so this one. This one was supposed to be a plaid looking thing. And then I did flowers on top of it on another one and glued it on top of it. And I can see that this is too much because it covers up the plaid so you can't see it. But nevertheless, it is an idea to expand and work on. So I think I did, how many designs did I do? I did 20. So I didn't quite make it through, but it filled up my book and that's good enough for now. So that was December. January. I follow a bookmaker on Instagram. Her name's Doreen. And I really like her books. So I decided to try one of her books, which are hardbound books. Now, I don't usually do a lot of closed spine hardbound books, but I have found that I really like this method, and I'm going to keep using it. So here is one of the this is a watercolor book with bee paper. This one has not been broken in yet. So this is all bee paper that you can buy on a tablet. Well, no, not the tablet. This is bee paper I ordered, I think, off of the internet in sheets. And so this is the last of my sheets. I think I've had them over a year. But it is bee paper. You can get bee paper at Walmart, but it's a little heavier than this. This is 90 pound, and what Walmart sells is 140. So there's all my little signatures. And this needs to be cracked open. I haven't had time to fool with it yet. The pages here are from a stamp that I carved a few years ago with Carved December. And then I did a jelly print of it. And I did this on a I think this is on cardstock. So it would make the first page a little more sturdy. So I did that in the front and the back. And this is material that I used what are those black stamps? A sponge. One of those sponge stamps. And did it on yellow material that I dyed in a fodder school exercise. So that is this book. And I put the little ribbon at the top there. I've never done that in a book before, but I really like the way it looks. Now, once I start doing stuff in it, it's not going to close properly, but I really like the way it looks. So what I do is, when it's not in use, I do that. This is a honkin' rock. All right, so the next one is another book using the same method. I cut enough of the signatures. I had like either 8. I had 8 in each book, so I had enough to cut 16 signatures. And I put the ribbon at the top and the bottom. And this is material that was left over from fodder school, either 1 or 2, where you dyed your little pieces of material and then you sewed stuff together to make a book. But I saved the excess material, and you cover books and material. I don't cover books and material usually, but I could not help myself. So there we go with another print, just the yellow on white cardstock. And I started this the 5th of January. So I had a book that I did for 30 days last year. I think it was in September, October. And I really enjoyed it. Now, this is a little too small to go into anything elaborate, watercoloring daily, something that you wanted to remember. But I thought I would try to scale it down and use this book because there's plenty of in here that if I don't make it a whole year, then I have the backup book. So I started, and I'm going to show you what I did. I put on here the 5th of January. I made 2 hardback books, dyed the bed sheets. Oh, these were my bed sheet that I dyed. And this is Canson watercolor paper, not bee paper. Sorry. This was a pattern that I bought, and I'm terrible at drawing this bear, but this is called Chunky Benji, and it's a crochet pattern that I bought. I've been rearranging the studio, so here's what I see: our shed, our wood fence. This is the curtain that goes over the window, and these are all the IKEA large drawers here, and I tried to imitate that, and then I wrote down what was in each drawer. I don't have enough drawers on here because there's more stuff, but I wanted to show that at least I did try to accomplish that. This is handmade stamps drawer. I went through, and I did this upside down. I went through and I weeded out handmade rubber stamps from doing Carved December. I just had so many that I just don't use them. So I put them in the little photo keepers that you can buy at Michael's and Joann's and Hobby Lobby. I put them in here, sorted them by the contents. I mean the subject matter, flowers. Most of them are flower sets. These are design elements. I did a few animals, leaves, AOM, food, and I have Christmas things, but I didn't put them in here. I put them in my drawer for Christmas stuff, and I'm not including them in this. The next thing was, today I purged paper scrap drawers. Not as hard as I thought it would be. It really wasn't. I just had to pick out the larger pieces, and I threw away, little tiny scraps like this that I know other people make great art with them, but I know I'm not going to, so I need to let it go. I was going to purge my ink pens, but I failed. I started playing with them and doodling with them, and I got distracted, so I never purged them, and they're still right where they were. This is mini books that I worked on for Artimat using one of the leaf stamps. I made 67 of these mini books, and they are made from bee paper, bee watercolor paper, and they're from hand-stamped, photocopied paper, and then the bee paper inside, and then I sewed them all together. I worked on sewing the mini books, and I have 10 different colors of Aunt Lydia's number 10 crochet cotton or cotton thread, whatever you want to call it. This is how I got distracted by not finishing purging my pens. I found an aqua colored pen that was a fine point and made great lines for the thread on the ball. So that's why I got distracted. I worked on another thing called Box Lavender for Artimat. And then this was just more lavender looking stuff. I was trying to make it look more realistic, but it was fun. This one depicts my new yarn holder. You can put anything you like in them, but I'm using mine for baby yarn and yarn that I bought last year, it's full. So it's just showing what was in the pockets, basically. They're not the same color, and I didn't draw all the things on it. I wasn't going to go into that much detail. I like this so much as a storage system that I ordered a second one the same day I got this one, because I could see this was extremely useful for me. I like it where I can see stuff, so I know what I had. I don't duplicate things. The other one is going to go on the closet door. This one is on the back of the door to the studio, and the other one will go either in the front or the inside of the closet. And I don't know what I have in mind sort of what I want to put in there, but not exactly sure. But I ordered the second one because they're just too useful not to have one. So those are my little watercolor paintings that I've done for the month of January so far. And the other day I was confused about what day it was. This is the 15th, and actually it was really the 14th. And this is the 15th, but I put the 14th. So I figured, doesn't matter. So that's those. I talked about ordering stuff, and oh wait, one more thing. In December, I made my calendar book for 2025. I used a method that I learned in a book class run by Andrea Chebalou out of San Jose, California. She had a class via Handmade Book Club, and I just repeated the same thing that she did in the book using this method, and I really like it. This is Japanese paper that I ordered from Amazon, I don't know, a year or 2 years ago. I really liked it. You put it together with canvas, painter's canvas that comes, you can rip it out of a tablet, painted flowers on them, put the, what is this stuff called? I never remember what this stuff is. Glitter, no, what is it? Beep. This stuff, glossy accents in the middle. The thing is I painted this, well, I put down yellow Posca pen in it, and when I put this on it, it turned them all orange. So the centers of my flowers were yellow, but they changed to orange. All right, so this is what I'm doing on the inside. I changed it from years past. I write down what I do every day. This is not a personal journal for appointments, or not necessarily for appointments and things. I put some birthdays and stuff in here, but basically it's what I do every day for art, crafts, that kind of stuff. So here's what I do. I own a Sprocket, and I put Sprocket pictures in there to document what I'm doing with my art every day. I write down things. This was a purge list I needed to do after I worked on it on that Monday. Is this one page? Yeah. Here's the purge for the coffee paper. I put that on Instagram. I decided I'm just not keeping every stinking little sliver of paper. It's just for me, it doesn't work. This is more to do, to purge more things. There's the purging of the color paper scrap drawer. Got that done. These are the 67 books that I made. This is the baby Afghan that I'm working on. I've got about 6 more rows, and it'll come off the needles and be ready to be washed. This is an idea that I saw on, did I get it on Instagram? No, it says on Facebook. You take a miniature ball jar, or whatever you call them, put a doily over it, and then you can stick your crochet hooks in it. I saved that as an idea because I just know I'll forget it. This is talking about how I finished sewing the last of the boxes that I had to sew. I got distracted on Tuesday. I was trying to make lavender sticks for Artemat, and I had a jar of sand. And in the jar of sand, there was the tiniest, sweetest little seashell. And I decided that I wanted to sort out all the seashells that I had. So I found a bunch of little glass bottles that I had, and I sorted out hundreds of little seashells to go in these little tiny, tiny glass bottles. I think I got these from Dollar Tree. And this one is talking about my new holder for my yarn and that kind of stuff for the door. And there we are to Thursday the 16th. Yet to be determined. Okay, so there's that. Then I have a future project coming. Because I took down aprons off the door to hang up my new yarn storage system, I decided I need a place to hang my aprons and my baseball caps. So my husband found me a 1x, and I did some measurements with pencils on here, what I wanted to do with this. And I thought, oh, well, now I got to buy knobs. I'll buy wooden knobs. I'll do all that. I went, wait. Years ago, I found these lovely items at Hobby Lobby when I lived in Virginia Beach, so it really was quite a while ago. I've had them a very long time. So I think instead of painting on the board, I'm going to put these on here. And then each one of these will have a knob inside it, an antique looking knob. And then I can hang my aprons on here. And then what I plan to do with the baseball caps is put screws, cup hooks in between these guys down on the bottom, and then I can hang my baseball caps in between the aprons. But I really wanted to use stuff I already had. The only thing is I'm going to have to order some more knobs. These came from, like I said, these came from Hobby Lobby, and they were $4 each. These are over 10 years old. I'm quite sure the price has gone up. So I went and looked on Amazon, and they do have knobs for like cabinets and stuff that are white, and they're metal, and if I don't like that color white, I can respray. I'm going to have to spray all these the same, and I'll spray the board. But that's a future project because I want to hang my aprons up. Well, that's those. And that'll be something I used up that I didn't have to buy, and it'll be one more storage container I can save for something else. And this was leftover board my husband found in the shed in his pile. It's already paid for, so he gave it to me to use. So that's that. And I wanted to show you, where are they? A couple things that I bought for bookmaking. Wait a minute. Oh, I can't get them off of that board. I'll show you some other ones later, but I'll show you these for now. I bought this off of Etsy. I really like the idea of when I put my stuff in here, I don't have to make a paper form to punch pages in this for books. So all you have to do is lay your paper down in here, put this on it, and you can have it equally spaced, or you can skip every other hole. See, it has holes. But the cool thing is there is a magnet right down there. You see the little magnet right there? And then there's a magnet on this end. And then it clicks down and it holds. I've used it a couple times, and it is wonderful. And it tells you how far apart the holes are. 1/4, 1/2, 3/4 of an inch. And then it's an inch from the 5 to the 6 to the 7. This is 8 1/4 inches long. So that will fit our 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper if you use the 8.5 size. So useful. And I do have one of those We Are Memory Keepers things, but I never use it. This I will use. And I also like the wooden cradle that I have from, let me see if I can find where my cradle is. Did I put it away? Oh, I put it away. I have a wooden cradle that I bought that I really like too. But I have to have a piece of paper inside all my stuff, inside the fold of the signature, because there's no markings on it. I think this is the way to go. Something else that I saw that I bought, this right here is kind of like this, but this will be used on the spines of my books. And it is labeled. This is 17 millimeters, and it will transfer to inches. I will be able to do that. Then this is 10 millimeters. They're clear. Sorry. And this one is 30 millimeters. So I can use these on the spines of the books that it will correspond with this. All right, so I'll use these, and then what I use here will correspond with this right here. Even though this is in inches, you can line these up so that they match. So that's that. These came off of Amazon. This came from Etsy. Okay, I think that might be it for me. I'm looking around to see if there's anything I said on the desk I didn't talk about. Nope, we're done. Okay, everybody, that'll catch me up till next week. I think maybe, we'll see. But I've had to do extra work around the house because my Roomba battery crapped out. I think it's nearly 5 years old, and it gets used like every day. So we had to order a new iRobot thingy. So now I'm vacuuming the house every day. So annoying. All right, so that really is it for me. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. And if I can remember all these links for what I showed you, I will put them in the description box below. And then you can go shop to your heart's content. Thanks, everybody. See you next time. Bye.